Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jackson and I run a YouTube, Instagram, Depop, Twitch, and many other things all under the name Loveless Vintage. And today I want to talk with you about how I revitalized my Instagram page and gained around 10,000 followers in a 3-month period. So I'm not going to make you wait. I'm just going to tell you guys right out the gate right now. The short answer to this is Reels. I started posting Reels weekly starting at the end of February, and I actually started with a random fit check and a clip of me gaming live on Twitch. So here we are current day on my Instagram page, and we're on my Reels tab, and if we scroll down all the way here, this is actually my first post. I think this was like a year ago. Let's actually check the date. So April 2nd, 2023 was the last reel I posted before this reel, which I posted on February 27th of this year, so almost a year apart. So seeing this reel hit 10,000 views actually motivated me to try to get back at posting weekly short form content. It didn't get a ton of likes, but it just kind of like revitalized my page, and I really do like making short form content. I really do like creating content, so I thought, why not? Let's start posting every single week from now on. To give you guys a little bit of background, I started my Instagram account in the spring of 2019. I did not create a new account for this. I did not start from zero. I know a lot of these YouTube videos are how to grow from zero. I already had 17.1k followers, but the thing is I was stuck at that number of followers all last year. I was at no follower gain. I would gain like 10 followers, lose 10 followers. That happened all year long. So I was at 17.1k all last year. No real growth and not much posting on my end either. So it was almost like my account was kind of dead. I wasn't posting often. I was only really posting on my stories. I did post on my stories almost every single day, but I wasn't making static posts. I wasn't posting reels. So I wasn't creating any content on Instagram. A little bit more of my background. I've been on Instagram since it started. My personal account, I started it when Instagram started. I did social media marketing for almost a year for a company. I did not go to school for marketing, business, social media, any stuff like that. I actually worked my way up through a company and started helping them out mainly through Facebook and Instagram. I would communicate with influencers, get our product in their hands. So I do have some background within creating content and within managing some social profiles. I also do a lot of my own research on the algorithm, trends, do's and don'ts of Instagram. I do a lot of my own research just here on YouTube, and I've been doing that for years now. So this is my first time doing any type of video like this. I do not think that I have all the answers, but I think I have some unique info, especially when it comes within the vintage and thrifting space of Instagram, to help people grow that have similar ambitions. If they want to grow their page, they want to put in the work. I did it, and I'm trying to help you guys out. We're here at the bottom of my Reels tab, and as you guys can see, I have been posting Reels for, this is in 2021. I'm not exactly sure when they announced Reels or implemented them, but I remember I did used to post them. So I did used to post Reels like maybe every other week, maybe once a month. I wasn't posting a lot, and they pretty much averaged out to my following at that time. I think around this time I had 10,000 followers. So, you know, some wouldn't do so good, 5,000. Some would do like pretty good, 21k. I did have one do exceptionally well, and I think that's when I kind of stopped. Yeah, right here, 126k. This was just kind of like a funny one that I made. This was September of 2022, but I wasn't posting real content often. I was actually trying to do it when they were implementing bonuses to Reels, so you would actually get paid out for creating more Reels. They have a similar program now for some people that I have been doing, but I wasn't posting Reels all the time. I haven't been grinding Reels for years and years. I stopped posting altogether and then came back to it and started posting again. So I didn't gain much of a following from these Reels. I gained most of my following from consistently static posting while also growing a YouTube audience, Depop followers, hosting live shows. I used to host live shows on Instagram from 2020 to 2023. I think during that period, I maybe gained a couple thousand followers from that. I've gained my following organically and consistently throughout a number of years. This wasn't a quick pop off. It's not like a quick rise. So I wanted to show you guys kind of what I started to do when I started posting content again, short form content, and how some of these Reels performed, what ones performed the best, and maybe how you guys can kind of have your own take on it and start making content and gaining results. So touching again on this, I never bought followers. I have promoted and boosted a few posts here and there, but it was never my intention to get followers. It was only to reach like goals that I had in mind for certain posts that I thought deserved more love and visibility from my own followers. If I was going to pay to promote or boost one of my posts, it was like maybe once or twice a year. I honestly don't think I've boosted more than like 10 posts, probably less than that in my entire time having an Instagram account. I do actually have a little bit of experience with running ads and paying for posts via some separate channels like Facebook and stuff, but I'm not going to talk about any of that in this video. I did want to just touch on that there are ways to pay pay to promote things on Instagram, and that is not how I gain my following. I also did not run a bunch of free giveaways. I am running one on my Instagram right now to celebrate 30K, and thank you all for 30K. But I think consistently paying for promotions, running free giveaways, doing boosted posts, I think it only hurts your organic engagement because Meta notices you're willing to pay for these things. They want to get that bag, so I imagine they'll make organic reach that much harder to obtain, and that's just my speculation. That's just my opinion. I personally stray away from trying to pay for promotion. I know there's a ton of YouTube videos on doing that, but I did this completely organically. Try to find a screenshot. It's probably going to be in one of my YouTube videos of my Instagram being at 17.1K like all last year. I will try to put that up over here so you guys can see it, but I do have a screenshot March 13th of me hitting 17.7K followers, and this is right after I had posted 3 reels. I had only posted 3 reels. First one was like the fit video that I talked to you guys about. The second one was me talking about how I do free Depop shop lookovers and tips streams on my Twitch account. And then this is the one that I think changed everything. So as you guys can see, it's circled 72.8K views on this reel. And let me show it to you guys. So this reel sits at almost 500,000 views today, and it was very, very short. It is me literally showing 3 of my vintage shirts, folding them and putting them into my cubicle organizer. It has a trendy song with it, and that's all it is. It's just a short loop. The song is trending, or it's kind of trendy within an audience of anime, so I did kind of use that to my advantage. And I think me having this background, you know, with the records and all the folded tees is very like aesthetically pleasing to look at, but it's nothing super fancy. Creating a reel like this for me, filming it, editing it, putting music to it, everything takes me like 30 minutes. So you guys do not have to beat yourselves up over creating content. You don't have to spend weeks creating it. You can, and you can yield good results as well. But I think within the short form content world, what people are used to watching now, you can focus on doing short reels. Most of my reels are like 8 seconds or shorter. So at this period, I did kind of start tracking my progress with my follower growth. And like I said here, we hit 17.7K followers on March 13th. And on March 16th, we hit 18.1K followers. And that reel that I was just showing you guys had over 100,000 plays. This is a quick tip too. Some of your reels can be picked up through the algorithm like a week or so after you post them, even months after you post them. So don't get discouraged when you start posting content, trying out new things. Just leave them up. Sometimes they'll hit in the algorithm. It'll take a week or two, but leave your posts up. Make sure to use hashtags and stuff. I can give you guys more tips and tricks in a different video. I just kind of wanted to document my following gain and what I was doing. So I have a screenshot from March 28th on my phone. I actually created a reel that was very similar to this one. And I actually think it was like weeks after I posted this first reel, I posted this one, which now almost has 300K. And these reels are still continuously getting likes, shares, comments like every single day. I've seen reels from like a year ago that show up on my Explore page. So like I was saying, leave your posts up. And this one again, I think I'm showing 6 shirts. It's to the Cranberries song. It's not a super trendy song. It's a popular song. Posting a reel to like any song or trending audio is not like guaranteed to make your reel do well. If you follow trends, if you're mindful of trends, you're kind of like watching specific trends using your Instagram Explore page, that will definitely help. But in most cases, I'm being completely honest with you guys, in most cases, I post audio that I like. I post songs that I like. I have done a couple, like the one I posted today is a trending audio, but I think it was right here where I kind of found my like formula for what I was doing. You know, I was showing some rare vintage tees with a cool backdrop with a good song, and it was just short and sweet and simple. These two also, you can't see it on desktop, but these were like voting things that they implemented through Reels. I think you can still use this feature. It's like a voting feature within Reels. And I think it was when they first started doing the voting thing. If Instagram ever implements like new things within Reels that are like polls or voting or anything that can engage your actual audience or engage people that are seeing it, and especially if it's a new tool, I would definitely try it out. I think that definitely helped with the reach of these Reels. But I think it was just here that I was kind of finding my footing and my content. And then I kind of just like focused in on that, you know, but I wasn't focused too hard. Like I wasn't only going to do these Reels from now on. See, after that, we have like a funny reel, and then we have kind of like a promoting reel for then this reel that I dropped. This reel ended up doing really well, and it was me buying a bunch of mystery thrift bags. Then I have a buying vintage wholesale one. Then I have like a comedy one. Then I have a clip for my stream. You know, I have diversified my content, and I think that's what people should kind of do too. I don't think you should get super stuck on doing the same thing over and over again. It definitely could yield you good results, but you also kind of just put yourself into like a niche that maybe wouldn't be able to get you as many followers or as many like eyes or attention on certain reels as like diversifying your content. That's just a personal personal tip for me is I love diversifying my content and posting kind of like different themed reels every single week. I think not just following trends is something I should emphasize. Like, I almost kind of created my own trend or my own kind of like formula that I've been following. Every reel that I've done with like my bookcase showing some finds like folded up like this has done pretty well. Like, let's go to another one. Here's another one of me showing folded tees, and look at just a big stack folded tees. I show a couple of them. This song is not even trending. This has like almost 300k views. There's not even 5,000 reels to it. This is just an artist and a song that I like. So sometimes like just posting music that you like instead of posting audio that has like 500,000 reels hoping it'll blow up is definitely the way to go. So this is February 27th through May 26th, so skipping ahead a little bit. So this is basically the 3 months in which I had almost 100 follower gain every single day. And as you guys can see, overall follows 9,396 followers. So almost that 10k mark. I was almost positive I'd gain 10k. It's not exactly 10k followers, you guys, I'm sorry, but it is very close. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of unfollows. This is just gonna happen when people either follow you off of a reel and then realize, oh, maybe the content that I followed for this reel, they're not gonna keep doing, so I'll unfollow them. It could be your old follower base not vibing with the new content you're posting. That's totally fine. I think if you're overall gaining more than you're losing, keep doing what you're doing. On July 15th of this year, so this is actually almost a month ago, I did hit 30k, and that was my goal for the end of the year. So kind of crazy. I think setting goals is definitely a good thing to do, but I don't think you should beat yourself up over if you don't reach your goal. But that's something that keeps you motivated too, that I kind of want to just talk about really quick, is set some goals. Something I recommend doing is having a little note in your phone for like ideas for reels, for content. I get random ideas all the time throughout the day, so I'm constantly writing down ideas for new content. I think with any natural and organic growth, like, originality is key, authenticity is key. You don't necessarily have to be doing something special that no one else is doing, but you need to try to create a feeling or like an intimacy with it. And it all just kind of depends on what kind of content you want to make. And you don't have to stick to just one. Like I said, I love diversifying my content. You can make any sort of content funny or relatable to anyone. I've learned to lean into comedy elements too. Actually, my first reel to ever hit 1 million views is this one, 40,000 likes. I think this has almost 30k shares. This reel blew up. This is a funny reel too. This is literally like a comedy reel that I just did with my friend. It's kind of like interview style, like a name 3 songs type of thing, which in the vintage community is really popular. So this is my best performing reel. You can also definitely create like informative reels on certain topics. I definitely have seen accounts that kill it doing that, but what has worked best for me has just been leaning into those short, aesthetically pleasing reels, funny reels. I mean, just doing a little bit of everything. That's what's been working for me. I also just looked at my 90-day insights, and we have reached over 1 million accounts. That's the most I've ever reached through reels. 1.2 million like impressions. With this, I'm also posting 4 times a week. And I know that's a lot, especially someone that like has never posted content before. It's a lot to ask you to post 4 times a week, but that's just what I do. I post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I can make another video kind of going into why I post those days, what I think someone's starting like a new Instagram or trying to grow their vintage Instagram page or just their Instagram page in general, like what days you should be posting, what times you should be posting. I do want to do an actual in-depth video of more tips and maybe show you guys some type of content that you could create, but I did want to just show you guys some of the content that I've been creating that's been doing well, performing well. You guys can always just go over, follow me on Instagram. You guys can look at my posts, see what ones have been doing well, see my captions, see the hashtags I've been using, the audio I've been using, things like that. My final tip for you guys is just to have fun with it. You can go into anything being business minded, but if you don't truly enjoy it, you don't enjoy what you're doing, it's just not going to be fun for you. You're not going to want to do it. I really have been enjoying creating short form content for like half a year now. Like, I really enjoy creating my reels. I really enjoy posting. If you don't have that sort of enthusiasm with it, if you don't want to post video content, you don't want yourself to be in content, there's ways that you can get around this. But just for me, that's what's really helped me, is I actually enjoy posting this type of content. And just remember, like, not every post you make is going to pop off. You are going to have post flops. There will be things out of your control when it comes to posting. On Instagram's side, the best you can do is just learn from things that don't perform, and it's all about adjusting and pivoting your content so that you can yield different results. Don't be afraid to experiment or step outside of your comfort zone with content. If you can't adapt to new trends or with how fast-paced social media moves, then it might not work as well as you hope for. With anything, just stay consistent as possible and know that it's okay to take breaks and not grind all the time. Just start slow and go from there. Like I've said multiple times, I have a ton of other Instagram tips and tricks that I could tell you all about for thrift and vintage content. If you guys like this video, just make sure to like it and and let me know down below with a comment if I should make more tips videos and go more in depth with it. I just kind of personally wanted to like bookmark this experience from my own end and kind of look at what happened to make me gain this amount of followers. And I mean, like I said, I think it was just finding my own niche and kind of replicating that again and again. I think that anyone can do that. Anyone can find their own niche. Anyone can find a type of content that works well for them and replicate it, and then add in some new type of content, diversify. Like I said, this is my first time making a type of Instagram tips video, but I just wanted to share with you guys kind of my journey through Instagram. And if you guys have a dead page, if you guys haven't posted for a year, 2 years, 3 years, there is hope. And I hope some of these tips helped you guys. Drop a comment if you guys want me to make another video in this type of style. I really hope that it helped some of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Jackson with Loveless Vintage. I will see you guys in the next video.